Our clients work at a food bank called Feeding Hong Kong, started by owner Gabrielle. She's dedicated to fighting hunger in the city, as well as reducing the amount of food waste.
Feeding Hong Kong is all about trying to work in partnership with companies to help them as and when they have surplus food, to make sure that instead of it going to the bin, it's being collected and it's being redistributed to help people in need.
Feeding Hong Kong's most successful activity is their daily bread run.
In Hong Kong, a lot of bakeries like to brand themselves as selling, fresh bread, freshly made every single day. They actually do. That's why they throw away a lot of bread. If all of these breads go into waste, then nobody eats them. That's why we asked our volunteers to go around different districts in Hong Kong to help collect them from different bakeries. So every single night we collect around 1,000 breads. So that amount of bread can feed 1,000 people. And thinking about it, it's actually quite a huge number that we feed.
What we're about at Feeding Hong Kong is focusing on the positive, focusing on solutions, focusing on what we're doing here, which is food banking, which is collecting this excess food and making sure it goes to people in need. So I'm hoping that that message of hope is something that does come across in the final art piece.
At the wall, things are back to square one for Dan.
It's gonna work out anyway, man.
Yeah.
You're a fast painter.
I know there's time to change it. That's the good thing. But
Yeah.
it's just
Gotta get it right, man.
It's not. I'm not feeling it at all. Not at all.
No, you gotta feel it.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll let you work on the left side, behind the bird first.
But I was just saying that even if, because I know that yours is clean, and when I dust, if I go over yours, but I can make sure I don't. But if it goes a bit, then you can tidy it up. So don't let me slow you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you sketch then.
There's time to redo it, so I did. So I resketched it, but I did change direction quite drastically. I think the people needed to have movement and their legs, walking and kind of arms and, much more sort of movement within the people.
So in order to make up for lost time, Dan picks up the pace and gets cracking on the wall. But that means only one thing for Charles: sit tight and wait until his teammate is finished.
We're not painting together at the same time, which is cool. The wall's small, so I'll step back and just let him paint. And then once he's finished, because his style's quite fast, I'll go and... So I do a lot of painting with brush as well. But when it comes to murals, I only do the eyeball or small sections. You have to concentrate. Definitely a little bit nervous having you fellas around, but...
I'm trying to draw the composition in my head, and I had to try and remember different elements and make sure that the scale fits, and then going up to the wall and drawing a line where that character would be, and then the next one. It was just basically doing a very rough composition in my head.
Hong Kong is also notorious for its merciless humidity. The air feels like a sauna, stopping sweat from evaporating and causing body temperatures to rise. With the heat rising, our artists could be at their limits.
Really, really, really humid today. Really, really hot.
75% humidity.
It's very tough painting. It just drains you.
Damn, man, that was gangster. That almost killed me. Hey, buddy.
I'm done. I'm done for the day.
Oh, no worries.
Finished, yeah? I felt destroyed, absolutely destroyed. I had nothing left in me at all, absolutely nothing. Plenty to do tomorrow.
Yeah, should we have a look?
Yeah, let's have a look. It's not as far as I wanted to be, but today was like a bit of problem solving, and it was kind of setback sort of time-wise. But I needed to have those kind of setbacks in order to get the right composition. So I could have just gone ahead with that first sketch, and then I'd have been at a point now where I wanted to be, but it wouldn't have been the right image. So it's a bit of a trade-off.
The terrible heat is too much to handle for the artists, so Charles and Dan are forced to call it a day. They decide to revive themselves in Alvin Lung's Michelin-starred restaurant.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
I'm going to present to you the lotus. The lotus is a very important vegetable in the Chinese culture. So you'll probably find that various parts of these plants in temples, especially, under Buddha, actually, you'll find the lotus flower, lotus leaf. I'm trying to create, from Chinese food or from Chinese cuisine, an experience, something exciting, because it's such a highly esteemed vegetable, okay, that I want to use every single part of it, from the leaf to the root to the seeds to the flower, everything. In these pots here, you find the lotus seeds, okay? Are you excited by this? For all your tattoos, because it looks like I'm taking someone's eyeball out? Are you a wrestler? I mean...
He is amazing. He is really amazing. I was so inspired by him because he was himself, he was out the box, he was unique.
So this is a recording of some Buddhism chant, and coming out of it, you will see this. Okay, enjoy, gentlemen.
Thank you.
As well as enjoying this special experience, the guys also get new perspectives and inspiration from their lotus meal.
We're going to definitely have the lotus flower itself in the image, and we're going to utilise the colours as well. So the pink of the flower itself, and then the pink of the flower can be used in the neon as well. So it's going to be kind of a big sort of link.
Have you had a leaf?
The leaf tastes like a leaf.
Yeah.
No, it kind of tastes like
It looks
a leaf, yeah.
Never tasted anything like it. Very perfumey and sort of fragrant, but quite subtle flavours.
Day 2, and the artists know they have to step up if they're going to make up for lost time. And as the city continues to heat up, they've got to beat that heat if they don't want to lose this challenge.
We've got quite a bit to do today, but it's looking good now.
It's coming together.
Yes, let's do it!
Ah, yeah. Come on, ball.
You can see the mist coming off of it. Really strange.
I am watching Dan, and I can see how it's not flowing soft, it's going quite harsh, so I do feel for him, because I know how it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be soft, but it's going so the line's like kind of like a splat, like I say, oh. But then with graffiti, that's terrible. It's bubbling.
What is this? The paint's acting quite strangely. It was like boiling on the walls, and the cans feel half empty even though they're full. So some of them do. So it's kind of strange. I don't know what's going on with the pressures in them, but it's messing about with paint. I don't know why.
But being a true street artist, Dan comes up with a smart solution.
I've actually kind of changed the way of painting this. So it's a lot more quick paint blast, like psh, 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 rather than me trying to do long strokes, which doesn't seem to be working. But it works because I guess the scale's smaller, so it kind of works.
This guy looks a lot better. Surprised how well it's coming together. Looking forward to seeing the progress, because our styles are completely different, but the colours are blending. So it does already look like it's one. With the mural itself, we are going to incorporate the lotus plant just because of the story and experience we had with Chef Alvin that really inspired us to not really waste, to use everything, every part of something or the plant, in this instance. So, yeah.
As the artists slowly start to merge their artwork, Dan seems to have overlooked an important part of Charles's design.
Are you able to take this section higher? Just because the beak is here, not over there. Or is the pants?
Sorry, man. No, I thought it was... Let's see the reference.
Just depends on how high the pants lines are, really.
I wasn't actually trying to define his beak. I was just not wanting to paint too close because his line work's so detailed and so subtle that I could just go and it's gone. I don't want to do that.
So Charles takes it upon himself to close the gap under the bird's beak.
I just kind of had to reiterate that it wasn't actually that thick. It was actually half of it. And I did some adjustments, and then looks way better. So I did it for him. Yeah.
The background around the bird's going to be just like quite short bursts of colour, or maybe white, just for light. So there's not going to be any real working into it. It's just going to be quite simple in order to push the bird forward. I'm not your piece up, am I?
No.
Serious?
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, but I know that it's encroaching on your outline, which is kind of...
Oh, no, I'll definitely touch it up if I need be.
Please do. Please. I honestly, I don't want to f about with what you're trying to do.
No, not really. I'm just, yeah, but I'll touch it up, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, because of time restraints, we kind of have to really work together, bounce ideas off each other, trial and error, like make some mistakes, and then tidy them up. But I think so far we've worked together quite well.
Street art has been booming in Hong Kong ever since designer and architect Jason Dembski stepped in. He co-founded HK Walls, which is now an annual street art festival.
In Hong Kong at the time, there really wasn't a lot of support or things happening in the streets or anything really related to street art or graffiti, aside from the artists that were really painting illegally. There needed to be something happening. And so, yeah, we basically just got as many walls together as we could in actually this neighborhood, invited artists, mostly our friends from around Hong Kong and those visiting, to basically partake in what was the first HK Walls. All the walls we paint are actually privately owned. So the government doesn't have a lot of restrictions about what your building should or shouldn't look like. As long as the owners say it's okay, we can kind of create whatever we want there. The street art scene is definitely going to continue to grow. I think it's always going to be necessary for whatever reason. People have something to say and need an outlet for it. I think the appreciation for art in general is going to continue to grow in Hong Kong.
The artist's wall sits in a prominent Hong Kong location, and pretty soon lots of people will be stopping by to check it out. Even though it's not finished yet, the mural has already become a sidewalk photo op for passers-by.
It's good that people stop. So that means people like it, which is great, because obviously it's, this isn't where we live, and it's nice that people in the area like it. It's good. It's important that they like it.
It's part of the, our reason for painting is to actually interact with people, not only to, say, beautify the spaces, but it's also to kind of spread messages. Goodbye.
Today's gone really well. I can pretty much see it finished now in my head. There's not going to be anything substantial that's going to change the whole image. It's just going to be finessing it a little bit and stuff. But I mean, it needs a bit of work, but yeah.
One of the charities that receives food from Feeding Hong Kong is Food Angel. Their mission is to turn good quality waste food into nutritious hot meals for those in need.
We're currently at Food Angel, and Food Angel is one of our food recipients. So we deliver our food to different charities every single day. And what's special about Food Angel is that they serve hot meals to elderlies and to people who actually need them.
Around 1 million people in Hong Kong live in poverty. 300,000 of them are elderly citizens, many of whom struggle to meet their basic nutritional needs.
most elderlies who live here, they are from low-income families and they don't earn a lot. So we understand that, people who live in this area are really in need of the food that Food Angel distribute every single day.
Food Angel serves over 6,000 hot meals to more than 100 charity partners across Hong Kong.
They can come to here, the Food Angel, with the pleasant environment. They can meet with other neighborhoods and they can enjoy the two section meals like the lunch and the dinner section.
It's such an amazing experience that we actually get to see, people benefiting from food that we've rescued and food that we've collected, and that's amazing.
Right from the beginning of the challenge, Dan was threatening the collaboration by making decisions all by himself.
I'm going to change the composition.
And if lost time and changing composition wasn't enough to derail the boys, the severe Hong Kong humidity threatened to push them over the edge.
I felt absolutely destroyed. I had nothing left in me at all.
Whew. Damn, man, that was gangster. That almost killed me.
To stand a chance of finishing in time, the men needed to give it everything to conquer the Hong Kong heat. But when disaster struck again, it wasn't only the men who broke down.
What is this?
With graffiti, that's terrible.
With D-Day on the horizon, the boys' problems are stacking up. They've forgotten the most important part of this challenge, the assignment.
I feel like this wall kind of can raise awareness
Of the food waste.
of food waste problems in Hong Kong,
Do you want people to think about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with this, I'm going to put loads of kind of garbage, bags,
Yep.
rubbish, so it's all the food waste.
With only a handful of their 48 hours left, the boys' deadline is closing in. So it's time to come up with a solution as fast as possible.
Could you do something kind of like even minute? Like silhouette kind of shade. It looked like a rock in real life, but it's
Yeah, I could try it. Yeah.
blotches and blobs. They could just
What,
kinda,
just between these people?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could do something up close. Yeah, I mean, or here, but it's kind of like...
Yeah, it's the road.
I mean, I could put something down there. I could put some garbage bags down there.
See how you go, eh?
But, I mean, if I put garbage bags down there, do you think people look at that and go, food waste? Is it necessary? Is it needed, is what I'm...
I think we'll just put it there, and even if it's so small, but it's still...
But it'll have to be quite visible. Yeah, I'm not sure about the garbage. I don't know if it's going to open a can of worms and then require painting out, and if we've got a bit of a tight time scale. But, I mean, I guess I should try it.
See how you go.
Yeah.
See how you go.
Addressing the issue of food waste is a must for our clients. So Dan takes a walk around the neighborhood for some inspiration.
Yeah, so tick the box for the garbage aspect, and not too full on, so it sits within the image quite well. But yeah, it's nice, it's good, it works.
Charles has also hit the streets looking to be inspired, and he's come up with a great idea to nail the assignment. But with the clock ticking, there's no time for mistakes.
What does that word say?
捨不得浪費
What does it mean in English? Like reduce your waste or don't
waste
don't waste.
Don't waste the
food.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Awesome. We need to finish it or sign it off of a sentence or something to seal it. And then at breakfast, I saw it on this little sign. I was like, oh my gosh, which said reduce your waste or reduce the waste. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to try and get my sign off on this. He said, don't waste anything.
Cool.
So that makes perfect sense. Okay. Signing off your mural is actually an art form in itself. You can actually do an amazing mural and do a terrible sign off, man. It's like, what is that?
looks very cool in brush. It looks kind of more natural and...
Yeah.
Is it accurate?
Yeah.
With only a few minutes before the deadline, Kenny, Michelle, and their boss, Gabrielle, are on their way to the reveal.
I'm very excited, to see the end product, the actual end product.
Have the artists cracked their assignment and made a bold statement on the streets?
I'm gonna change the composition.
Did they beat the Hong Kong heat?
Damn, man, that was gangster.
Hopefully they'll like the image, and hopefully they're not too caught up on the specific elements.
It's all quite, abstract, symbolic, quite different.
Are you excited by this?
I'm not your piece up, am I?
As long as it brings a slight awareness to the public, then it's fine. Even just a hint, just a second of thought, that would be great.
Are the artists satisfied with their work?
I know if I do what I do really well, then it's the best I've given. If it's not good enough, then I'm not good enough. No. The majority of the time, people are happy, so I think they're going to be happy.
I hope they like it, I really do. I mean, if they don't, they don't. I mean, everyone has an opinion, don't they, of course, but I do hope they like it, yeah.
Hello.
Hello. This is quite the transformation.
What do you think?
Well, I really like it.
Look at the bird.
Is it what you expected?
I wasn't expecting anything, but I really, really, really like it.
Colourful.
It's like a complete contrast. You've got the natural side of Hong Kong, and then
the crazy, busy.
I really like the crazy, busy, floors and streets.
Their reaction was great. The people that literally just come across that fresh, they have to absorb it, I guess, and then try and work it out. And it was nice to see that they all kind of stood there without any kind of comments or reaction, and then gradually were kind of looking all over it going, ah.
And then I can see we've got the waste in the corner, the rubbish.
And the van.
And the Chinese carriage.
And the Chinese carriage. Is that right? Is that accurate?
Yeah, very. I understood every single character, so wow. After 3 days in the sun. I felt like this was beyond my expectation because we talk about food waste problems, and they focused on the waste part, which is also the core of the problem.
She mimic what's in the wall, as in reality they're walking by the mural. Yeah,
it's interactive,
I'm very pleased with them that they have used all the ideas and all the concepts that we gave them and complete such a impressive painting.
What is the name of that bird?
The fork-tailed sunbird. Yeah, so the tail actually has these two chopsticks poking out the back. So if you notice, there's these two kind of chopsticks
Oh my God,
poking out the back. And the name is actually called the fork-tailed sunbird.
I love
It's a local bird. To see them happy, see them smiling, see them excited, happy with the elements that we've included, means we've done our job. Well, we hope that this wall helps you guys out in any way possible.
We're going to have to get some photos. That's what we need to do next.
I think we're so excited to see the finished art piece, and we're so excited to share this with people. And I think our greatest hope is that it just starts conversations about not only the city that we're living in, but their own behaviour and the little things that each and every one of us can do to make sure that this is a city where people are working together to make sure it's the happiest and healthiest place that it can be.
I learned a lot, actually. I'd learnt that you have to navigate other people you collaborate with. We're together as one. I learned a lot of tricks watching him paint. It was really fun. Great to meet him. Also just to see the personality that he is and the reason why his art is the way it is. It makes perfect sense.
The most challenging thing was the heat by a long stretch. But I just think this whole experience has been fantastic. Everyone's been positive about it, and I think as an artist, that's really important.
All together, selfie.
Can't get everyone in. Well, my arm is long enough, but you're better.
Okay, 3.
I guess it's the way that Charles or myself can make a difference and help these guys out, which is fantastic. So hopefully it does. Hopefully it does do what they want it to do.